Welcome to Globalpose News. Russian President Vladimir Putin is not among the names listed by the Kremlin as being due to attend peace talks on the war in Ukraine in Istanbul on Thursday, despite calls from Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky for him to attend. Russia's delegation will instead be headed by presidential aide Vladimir Medinsky, according to the Kremlin statement. Zelensky had previously said he would attend the talks and meet Putin in person if the Russian president agreed, and said he would do everything he could to ensure the face-to-face meeting took place. U.S. President Donald Trump will also not be attending, according to media reports, despite previously hinting he would if Putin were there. Zelensky will be in the Turkish capital Ankara on Thursday to meet President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. He said he would attend direct talks in Istanbul with Russia, but only if Putin also attended. "I am waiting to see who will come from Russia, and then I will decide which steps Ukraine should take. So far, the signals from them in the media are unconvincing," he said in his nightly video address on Wednesday. Putin and Zelensky have not met in person since December 2019. Russia and Ukraine last held direct negotiations in March 2022 in Istanbul, shortly after Moscow launched its full-scale invasion of its neighbor. Fighting has raged in Ukraine since then. Russian forces have slowly expanded the amount of territory they control over the past year, mostly in the east of Ukraine. On Sunday, Putin called for direct talks between Russia and Ukraine in Turkey's largest city without preconditions. Zelensky then announced he would go in person and expected the Russian president to travel as well. Putin's suggestion of direct talks in Istanbul followed Western powers' call for a 30-day ceasefire, after European leaders met in Kyiv on Saturday. After Trump called for Ukraine to accept the offer on Sunday, Zelensky said he would travel there himself. "There is no point in prolonging the killings, and I will be waiting for Putin in Turkey on Thursday." Personally, Zelensky wrote in a social media post. Earlier on Wednesday, Trump had floated the possibility of joining the meeting himself if Putin did. The U.S. president, who is currently in Qatar, told reporters he did not know if his Russian counterpart would attend if I'm not there. "I know he would like me to be there, and that's a possibility. If we could end the war, I'd be thinking about that," Trump said. The U.S. is expected to send a high-level delegation to the talks. The country's top diplomat, Marco Rubio, arrived in Turkey on Wednesday, where he will meet NATO foreign ministers on Thursday. Ahead of that meeting, Ukraine's Foreign Minister Andriy Sybiha said he met Rubio on Wednesday evening. Sybiha said he had reaffirmed Ukraine's commitment to U.S. peace efforts, and called on Russia to reciprocate Ukraine's constructive steps. Rubio plans to travel onwards to Istanbul on Friday, where the State Department says he will attend talks with European counterparts to discuss the war in Ukraine. Arriving at his hotel in Antalya on Wednesday, Rubio did not answer when the BBC asked him if Putin would be coming to Turkey. Since returning to the White House, President Trump has sought to broker a ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine. He ended a years-long Western boycott of Russia's leader by speaking to Putin over the phone in February, and his envoy Steve Witkoff has met Vladimir Putin for talks in Moscow. Trump has previously said Russia and Ukraine were very close to a deal. On Sunday, when Putin proposed the direct talks, Trump posted on his Truth Social platform, "A potentially great day for Russia and Ukraine." For more updates, news, views from around the globe, follow us on all our social media platforms at Globalpose.